Welcome. Today, we're diving into a fascinating, often overlooked aspect of video game history, the evolution of how games were shared and sometimes accessed without purchase. It's a story that, in many ways, mirrors the broader technological shifts we've seen over the decades. In the early days, back in the late 1970s and early 1980s, video games were primarily physical. Cartridges and floppy disks were the norm. Sharing games often meant physically lending a disc to a friend. However, as technology advanced, so did the methods of copying. Early cracking groups emerged, often driven by a desire to bypass copy protection or simply to share games within their communities. These were often technically skilled individuals who would reverse engineer the game's code to remove safeguards. It was a cat-and-mouse game, with developers implementing new protection schemes and crackers finding ways around them. The 1990s brought a significant shift with the rise of the internet. Suddenly, sharing digital files became much easier. Bulletin board systems, BBS, and early online forums became hubs for distributing cracked games. This era saw the emergence of more organized groups, often with distinct names and reputations. The focus was on making games accessible, and for many, it was about experiencing titles they might not have been able to afford. It's important to remember that at this time, the concept of digital ownership and the economic models of the gaming industry were still very much in their infancy. As broadband internet became more widespread in the early 2000s, peer-to-peer P2P file sharing networks exploded in popularity. This made it incredibly easy to download large game files, and the scale of game piracy increased dramatically. Developers and publishers responded with more robust digital rights management (DRM) technologies, aiming to prevent unauthorized copying and distribution. This period also saw the rise of digital storefronts like Steam, which offered a legitimate and convenient way to purchase and manage games, fundamentally changing how players acquired their entertainment. The landscape continued to evolve with the advent of digital distribution platforms and increasingly sophisticated DRM. While the methods of accessing games without purchase have changed dramatically from physical disc swapping to sophisticated online networks, the underlying motivations have often remained consistent: accessibility, cost, and a passion for playing games. Understanding this history helps us appreciate the complex journey of the video game industry and the ongoing dialogue between innovation, access, and the value of creative work. Thank you for joining me on this exploration. If you found this journey through gaming history insightful, please consider following for more explorations into the world of technology and its impact.